All right, we're about to get started with midweek 22. Back to the full rotation of two midweeks a month. And we got a pretty big bracket. We're over 30 people for the first time in a while. A pretty stacked bracket as well. About to get started with Papatar versus Snooky, and I'm joined tonight by Rock. Yo.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, there's a lot of people I haven't seen either play at all or at least play in bracket recently.
Right?
They're
Yeah,
in
like
tonight.
Papatar, I remember when I was new, I would see Papatar's name on like the Snaildom top 8s and stuff. I've only played
I
against
think
them, I think, once before.
I think Popchar is still interesting now sometimes, but I don't really see them play outside of that.
Yeah, I know they've been posting IP a little bit in LFGNA. Haven't really kept up too much, but Snooky, on the other hand, coming off of making the top 3 at Combo Breaker pretty recently, huge breakout performance for him. Had a little bit of a streaky bracket streak for most of last year until later in the year got banned from the Felty Blood series, making a top 8 in a midweek. And has really just been on the up and up since then. Did pretty well at Frosty. As I just mentioned, great performance at Combo Breaker. It's getting real, I know. We see Snooky already hovering the F Shion and Papatar hovering H Shion, which I know you mentioned off stream before we started. Papatar also historically on the F Vaki.
Yeah, Popchar, I've seen both in bracket. I'm curious which one they're gonna go with today. I think I looked recently. I think in the most recent style domes it's been Vaki, but
Ooh, okay.
they might go with the mirror, maybe.
The mirror would be hype, honestly. They're hovering the same color. That would be mad funny if you, like, want to play the mirror and you snipe your opponent's color. Win the mental battle early. Okay, yeah. Maybe hovering the H Shion just for funsies before we got started, but now they're good to go. It's the F Vaki after all. Ooh, nice puffball to get started. Definitely one of the things that makes his character so scary too, enforcing that trap so early, but Snooky, way to exploit the mistake on offense.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty volatile matchup. Both characters do too much damage.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that clean 5.2 and you can't get caught sandblasting there. And yeah, just as you say, that 4.5k, one more touch, that's 8. That was like 2.5 touches. Round 1 Papatar.
Yeah, Puffball seems like, I mean, it's a great tool in general, but I think the way Snooki likes to play neutral normally might have a hard time engaging with Puffball. I've not actually seen Snooki play this matchup before.
Me neither, actually, despite how many F-Vakis we had last year, but Snooki is really cranking these loops, trying to eke out all the damage against this low health character. Dang, the gun did that much, and you don't even need more than one hit of DP to kill it. That's crazy. Fast round for Snooki.
A bold choice to DP there.
I mean, you have full health against Vaki living on a
but
pixel. Why not?
Full health against Vaki is like 2-touch range.
That's true, but it is the Shion DP, very high hitting, air and blockable, and only needed the one touch. Well, but Papatar's turn to rip the DP, spending that last bit of max. Too far to enforce. Yeah, great awareness.
That shit is so active.
Real! Oh my gosh. Ah, nice check with the gun. Caught him hesitating, and if Snooki doesn't drop, this will kill. Damn, Snooki clean on the loops.
There's a lot of damage anyway, but Vaki health definitely makes it a little extreme.
Right? Like, I mean, that first one where Snooki went for the 4th rep and dropped, it's like, I feel like just when you're fighting a character with that low health, showing that you're not afraid to just try that, to just go for the kill on any hit. Oh, nice counter hit.
Really
oh, and this charge 6B pickup too?
There. Yeah, this is definitely death. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say anything.
The commentator's curse, but Snooki picks up on the drop anyways. I feel like you can tell when someone's very familiar with their character when they're so ready to respond to those drops too.
Yeah. I think Snooki's been doing a pretty good job of like corralling Pop's movement a bit. Like there. Like not really letting them go over another J.
Yes, Pops definitely had like a really hard time in general getting out of the corner. Oh, but Snooki a little late there. JB was not the choice there.
This could be big. Might be one touch depending on this. Oh, yep.
Oh,
Should be. Ah. We still got it.
yeah, not quite the curse that time. Managed to pick up again. The Vaki stuff is tight though, but again, like that's where you see that experience. I feel like Vaki stuff can be so hard to pick up on when you drop there.
Yeah. Nope.
I guess in the corner, not taking you anywhere in this game.
It can be pretty tough to make calls on defense as Rocky, because you don't get like that much time to get data. Like if you fuck up, that could just be it.
Whew.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a burst there. Not to get that burst, but you are gonna die to the gun. Snooki 2-0. Yeah, you especially don't have a lot of time against a player like Snooki, who's so good at rotating those offensive options that she has under pressure. I know I've seen Snooki has like paste spin or something at the ready constantly for when people ask questions after the set about how to deal with FG on pressure, because people will often have to ask, and it's like Snooki knows this pressure loop very well.
It's pretty strong. Character is pretty threatening.
Oh, for sure. Next up, we got Master Icarus and Aya.
I have not seen Icarus play in quite a long time now. I think I've seen Icarus playing again, but I haven't inspected it or anything, so I'm interested to see how they do.
Yeah, personally, I haven't actually seen them play since Con, though I know I've seen them in LFGNA, so I would not be surprised if they've snuck in a couple sets there. I haven't exactly been paying the most attention anyways, could have easily missed something.
Yeah, I think she's just been playing again recently.
Ooh, okay.
I saw it at least like today. I don't know how long it's been going on, but I'm still interested.
Yeah, maybe trying to get back in shape in time for Con. I don't know if round start is happening again this year, but Alabama has run the a regional event down there a couple times, and I know she's done pretty well at. I love when I look at caster names and I can't tell who's who.
Didn't even catch the other one.
Right? Am I seeing a PCL hover? Who's hovering PCL?
I feel like EA has a bunch of characters.
Right?
I don't know.
He has repped the coma for the most part in the last few brackets he's entered. Primarily focused on the coma, really trying to make the full swap, to the point where even when it's gotten tight, has stuck with the coma instead of defaulting back to the Nania the last time I saw. So really not sure who we're going to see, and I still don't know who's on which side. I'm gonna guess it is on player 1 side. Yeah, there's Icarus on the player 2 side right there.
Pulling out the F Nana, it seems. I feel like there's not a lot of Nania players anymore. Like when I started, there were a bunch, but now it's like not really many.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, what? There's like Tommy, Fahani. Well, Fahani's pretty new, so yeah, there's another one. Oh, we are going with the Nania this time. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of it. I guess Alps, when Alps is on the character, but you know, Alps does a lot of shopping.
Yeah. Guess everybody just picks Coma these days.
True. Which is actually funny. There haven't been as many Coma pickers lately. Oh, I like that to clear the orb. No hit.
I feel like there's a lot, so.
It's like Finisher, Fupi.
Finisher, Fupi, Jog, Skelly.
Debatably.
Yeah, I think Ace is highest in this bracket.
Ace is highest in this bracket. Played H Roa last time. I'm not sure who we're
Played
going to
H
see.
Roa.
I'm pretty hyped to see. Oh, the dive kick pressure. Minus frames into dive kick reset. Gotta be looking for that. Aya with the first round on the board.
It's pretty tough to defend against this character once he gets gone.
Yep, also tough to defend against this. And yeah, just straight up counter hit. Bunkered a little bit late there. You gotta bunker a little earlier to get out of that there.
I just wonder if EA took the hit just to scale up more. they weren't
Oh yeah,
confident
good
blocking.
point. Especially with Nania health, trying to save some health. Oh my gosh, the shifty air stall from the orb. I'm never ready for where that's gonna put her. Getting away with this wreck of pressure here. Oh, but Icarus, nice jump out there. Not holding it too much.
Yeah, that was a good run under. Unfortunate air tech situation.
I like how Aya was playing a pretty slow-paced Coma for a while, but we're seeing just the all-gas, no-breaks Nania once again.
It can be pretty tough to stop once this character gets going.
Yeah, just like that, you know, scare someone to thinking you're gonna do something with that stance. And clean up. Aya game 1. Oh, bold DP from there, though. I like the awareness that I'll catch the angle. Maybe she didn't believe that the receiver was quite gonna catch from there.
Yeah, it almost looked like a misinput, but I'm not sure what she would have been. Go, nice catch with the orb. Quite pick up the. Does it mix again?
To get those stray hits, that angle. Damn, just ran that all the way. Icarus turning up the gas herself. Oh, changing the pace of these staggers a little, and yeah, I got hit.
Yeah, it can be tough.
Oh, nice JA. Clean response with that double jump 8 there.
Nice bait on the shield counter there.
Yeah, showing off some of that experience. Oh, dive kicked a clear orb too. I like that. Definitely one of the perks of just playing this character real fast is just like you might be clearing these orbs. You might avoid a lot of situations just by keeping the momentum up.
Again, just taking a hit.
Nice trap on the ground. Oh my gosh, that was same side? Excuse me?
See one more. Oh, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I got mixed too. Good shit to Aya. 2-0. Nice cleanup over Icarus there.
That character is cute. I don't see him that often, so I'm not used to the pace that much. And then he comes up again and it's like, oh yeah, this is what this character does.
Right? Pretty rare character these days, which is funny. I know Dalek is also in this bracket playing H Nania today. We might be
All H
seeing
Nania?
every mood of Nania. Yeah, all H Nania today. You know, just a pretty chill character to pick up and play. Sometimes not feeling like hitting Kiao loops and shit, you know?
Yeah, that's valid.
I just
She
realized
sounds
Bungus
definitely
here. Bungus might not be here. I might have messed up. We will have to
I
see.
forget. I don't think I saw Bungus respawn, but I also am blind. Yeah, I don't think Bungus responded.
Yeah, I'm so used to Bungus pulling up for everything. I totally missed that. But all right, I guess we'll have to get Inf with another set later. Which will be exciting. Inf is definitely another one of those players who's been on the come up. Definitely got some hype sets to be looking forward to here.
I haven't actually seen Inf play, I don't think, but I saw they just took Snailed the other day, so I'm curious.
Nice. So let's grab our next round. We got Marissa Mage and Finisher coming up next.
Yo. I haven't seen a Finisher play much either. They picked up the game around when I stopped paying attention to the new players. I know they play Sikoma though. I wonder who Marissa is going to be playing this bracket. Because I know Marissa has 1 million subs. I assume H white line. because I think that's what she's been talking about recently, but you never know.
That is who she played in the last bracket. Got top 8, 7th place on the H white lane. But Finisher, Finisher's been playing primarily in the Snaildom brackets. There's definitely a lot of people who have been playing a lot more in those, as they've been running on the weekends versus these running on the weekdays. But has been making, even in the smaller brackets, has been making 7th place in a good amount of those. Even if Dalek's playing all H Nania today, getting a win on the Dalek Nania is still pretty good. Dalek, very solid fundamental player. And
Yeah, shout out
Finisher,
to Sound.
any Finisher play I've seen so far has been I've already described some other play this way, but has been very all gas, no brakes, C coma, just like
Cool.
stepping on
Definitely,
it constantly.
definitely a character that can make that work. This is helpful reward.
Yeah, right. Like C coma rewards you well for if you make the right choice. Just the command grab does decent damage. Gets good damage just on hit pretty much any time. And sometimes you can just be right if you're just pressing your offense, even if it's on paper fake. If you're right, you're right, and if you're right, you're probably killing them as this character. Marissa caster names are crazy. Shout out to Marissa Mage for being one of the most whimsical members of the Melty community.
Wonder if Finisher has ever seen this character before. It's not really, now that Art isn't really playing too much, there's not too much Shuelan representation.
True. Yeah, I mean, granted, the character is not exactly known for being very strong, to say the very least.
Definitely workable, though.
True, I mean, she's got a command grab, one that outspaces most characters' jabs. Has a DP, some pretty good general tools, and it looks like we are synced up and ready to see what this has got. If you think about it, these characters are kind of doing the same thing, but it's like if you cut Koma's legs off, broke his arms or something, you got H white lane. Except H white lane's got a couple other tricks because she's also got the funny instant overhead. But we'll see. I don't know if Finisher picked this color before last I saw. Nice patient play from Marissa. Yeah, I can't get caught with an ice.
Luckily, Whiteland has a lot of health to play with. So Marissa can afford to mess up a few times.
True, yeah, this character in exchange for not doing that much damage does have a lot of health. Also, the only white lane with a real crouch animation. Nice DP. Some Marissa staple.
Marissa loves smashing.
True.
I definitely would too if I played Wayland.
Yeah, White Len just one of. I love that her animation too. She looks like she's staring at you and talking shit. Also, speaking of White Len shit, fake DP will never not be corny. But
Yeah,
it's way too funny though. Only White
I
Len.
can't support that. Not quite getting nice out. Definitely gotta be careful committing that hard there.
True, because yeah, even if you got White Len health, you're still fighting Coma damage. Shikoma is not exactly a low health character or anything either. Gonna have to win a lot of touches against this character. That's only 2.3k.
Fortunate. HY line roots are a little tricky, making the ice fire the right way.
Yeah, doing anything that's not just BC air throw or something as HY lane is really hard. I tried to play this character before and I got filtered.
Yeah, it's definitely a little too finicky for me. Marissa doing a good job with these icicles neutral though.
True, yeah. Definitely one of the things that this character does still have. That ice. And even white lane players will admit is a good move.
There we go.
Okay,
Getting the
good
real knockdown.
routes. Double overhead? Yeah, that's tough. Nice punish. And
I still
punishing
see
the
it,
jump
like.
outs. Still tickling you to death. Ooh, barely got away with the whiff DP. Chill. Nice full screen heat. Don't need a safe heat setup when your opponent lets you have it.
True.
Yeah, not from that far. We might need to slow it down. Okay. Marissa said, I'll never slow down. I don't know why you're going for the pickup in the air there, but, you know, got a little bit extra damage. Now Marissa's starting to turn up the speed and has finisher trapped. What will she do? Nice patience there from Marissa. I love the change in pace of, like, I'm going in into slowing it down and just catching finisher, then overextending.
Whiteland, or H Whiteland specifically, Dash is pretty good at getting in there. Like, look at how fast.
True,
pulls
yeah,
up.
actually. In exchange for not having the invuln frames on her dash, like, actually gets to run. Trades off basketballs and invuln for, like, actually moving.
It's really, like, every time Marissa does, like, dash into something, it feels like it's, like, fucking Strive Geo pulling up.
True. Oh, nice. Yo, the pickup off. That's crazy. I didn't think you could combo from that. Thanks.
Yeah, that dash 5B covered so much. That's what I'm saying, Chris.
Oh, bite does not bite on the fake VP this time. Let's go.
I don't know if finishers seen that move in their life.
A nice, just the hard call out. It's been a long time since I've seen Coma thrown that early. Yeah, fake DP feint like just has to be the more. You have to have hate in your heart designing that move.
Oh, good spacing on high school though.
Yeah, Marissa going back to the CY lane roots a little bit with the ice there, controlling space. I feel like Marissa has gotten so many touches in neutral, but we're still not seeing the kill because his characters don't got those numbers. Ooh, the
I feel
little
like
bit of heat there. Finish your hanging
more
on to life.
so, a lot of these pokes are not leading to much. Like, you can't really pick up off like non-counter hit ice like that.
That's true, yeah. But, you know, that last hit, I'm not sure. That might have actually secured the win. I think Finisher might have got that round just from the heat healing, if not for that little tap at the end. Wait for Marissa to clutch that one out.
I good shit to Marissa.
Ooh, Snooki and Mega. I
and
don't think
Mega.
I've seen these two play in a minute since Betrayed had their thing going on.
I haven't actually seen Mega play much since that one Felty. I know they've been cooking. I guess I saw them play at Combo Breaker as well.
True,
But
yeah, and Mega has peaked at second place in one of these, in like a roughly 22 person bracket. Got second to Chase in the one that Chase won, and then yeah, has pretty consistently made top 8. I don't think has missed the top 8 in a very long time, if ever. The C arc, pretty much the only person repping C arc on Netplay right now.
yeah, because like we have like KFL, but he's not really around on that play, just pulling up to major sometimes.
Yep.
And like Sana is not really interested in competing.
Yeah. This is also going to be California to PR, so this is going to be a connection to say the very least. Oh, 80
Yeah.
frames of delay. Okay, Mega is asking for the DQ instead. Unfortunate, but it looks like we will let that happen.
Is that just the losers, or is that a
That is to losers. Yeah, we'll see if that ends
word?
up working out later. I'm going to see. What is it? Hold on. Has Aces High started playing yet? Aces High is here. I'm trying to see if I could salvage something. You know what? We will move on for now.
they're not. There's no way they haven't started their round 2 yet, right?
Yeah, let's see if we can snipe let's see if we can snipe Council's IP and get Council A, because I saw that Council posted IP for the next round like literally this minute, so we might be lucky and have a substitute just moving one slot up on the bracket. Yep, they have already started. I'm just gonna take this and I will ping it because I think we are still awaiting another.
Oh no,
one
they did
this
play
round as
the
well.
the Aces set was the first one reported.
Oh shoot, did I miss that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was out of view. I'm literally doing it. Alright, well, we'll catch up. Alright, instead of watching Fast Melty, let's go ahead and let's get Inf and Ryder.
Two cheap characters gonna be on stream.
True.
Yeah, let's go. Grace taking it over Aces.
Yeah,
Curious.
Grace back and playing pretty well. She, even when she was playing before, was pretty strong on the C she owned. That is definitely a character who, you know, you get hit by someone who's got those and like.
Yeah, the character is fucking annoying if they can pilot them properly. Really,
Yeah, that's like a kills you in
strong
real
pressure.
life character.
Yeah, their pressure is so cheap, and then if you get tapped by anything, it's just like 6K.
Literally,
Maybe
and
even
yeah,
more.
Grace definitely got those. Yeah, definitely more depending on your health too. I really wonder who Aces ended up deciding to play for that set too. I guess we'll have to find out later if we get the chance. Seeing that Aces High Dalek gotta play losers round 3 is a crazy thing to look at on this lineup. And yeah, while we sync up, the players have stepped away for a second. But imagine
I've not seen these two play ever, I don't think.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think same. I'll go see Sots too. I don't think I've gotten to see Ryder fight a Satsuki.
Yeah, maybe when he was like newer, he probably played like Fang, but not any time recently, I don't think. I'm sure Ryder's played like Chase, but not C.
Right? But I mean, C and F Satsuki, they may do similar things after they hit you, but so much of the rest is so different.
Steve's definitely a lot more privileged in almost every area.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to sum it up, honestly. C, you know, has the 5A anti-air, more meter, and Sats does a lot with the meter.
Yeah.
2-2 anti-air series.
I could definitely see that 5A being big for clearing orbs.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that 5A is just big in general, really
Yeah, the
strong, and
button
just
is-
melty blood. You know, in a game where it's so nice to have a button that's good for swatting people out there. Seesaw, 5A is arguably the best in the game at doing that.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's in general for 5As.
Right? Like, the only ones I can think of that compare are, like, maybe Nania 5A and Wark 5A, but Wark 5A is tied to Wark, who's an overall significantly weaker character.
Maybe Seesaw's is this one. I don't know. I feel like Arx is pretty good, right?
Arc and Shion, they have good 5A's frame data wise, but they don't hit as high for like actually swatting people out of the air. I don't know if maybe we're finishing up a snack real quick, but the players have been given the okay.
Oh, just getting in there with that 5A. If that was F-Sauce, I would have
Yup.
not done anything. Would have had to press 5D.
Oh, nice bunker out right away. Not letting Satsuki get momentum, I feel like it's so huge sometimes, but never.
It does not matter. This character has first active 5-frame TC. Pretty hard to keep her blocking. Especially with all the health she has to gamble with.
And having a defensive option, unlike the other Satsukis in 2-2 series.
Can definitely be tough to deal with this character just off the risk reward level. Like, she's kind of incentivized to mash more than a lot of characters might be.
It's true. I mean, having that 5-frame 2C, no, I can't think of another button that hits that far that fast.
Nah, I don't think there is one.
Right? Ryder almost had offense going for a second, but yeah, just get right out of there. It's about to be Satsuki time again.
Oh, hold this weak my 5-way.
Hey. Alright, what's the mix? Yeah, just bunker out. That's
Bunker
0
there.
meter bunker.
I wonder. Actually, I guess it's H minutes since they're busting anyway. I was gonna say, because you can do 2 and 4D to get. Yeah, if you just input bunkered orb, I guess you get shield on the other side.
Yep. But not being able to hold the shield makes that a little bit dicey. It doesn't seem to matter. Ryder's in.
But it is technically longer than Simu and Yoke Shield.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, not getting caught overextending the Satsuki defensive options. Nice way for Inf to just stay patient on the ground. That mirror pickup is so funny. Just watching the character tweak out behind the mirror for a second.
Does Inf heat often? Because that looked like Ryder was trying to call one out, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with how they play enough.
Yeah, I don't know actually. It's been a while since Inf has been on stream. I haven't played Inf enough myself. Whoa, balls 6-2-3.
Very
Yeah, Ryder is way
ambitious.
content to forward up here.
And putting himself in a hard situation. It's pretty easy to do so around those orbs, so.
Yeah. That is definitely going to be where we see Satsuki have a bit of a hard time, is right there when Ryder gets a lead and gets to forward up. Satsuki doesn't have a great way to force her way into clear orbs.
She has pretty good normal, but nothing that's like super disjointed to just clear them all without risking too much.
Right, and 2 and
good
4
pickup.
would give up your turn. We've learned our lesson. Way to keep that blocking. Yeah, and there's a reversal. Eva's already done a pretty good job of rotating these defensive options.
Character
my
definitely has a lot to work with on defense.
Definitely
Good
hand
block,
on offense, but Ryder more aware. Way to just clear that 2-1-4 and not interact with it. I respect the attempt though. We saw that first shield come out. Ryder on set point.
That 5-8 is ridiculous. Most other characters would not have reached that spacing, I don't think. A good trade. But orb. What's next? Oh, nice.
Oh, nice
Shields.
low shield and the conversion. A lot of low shield counters are pretty hard to convert off of just because you got to be so
And we get
fast.
the max off that. That's really good.
Right, all that health back, even looking game right now, but Satsuki 2C denying your chance to play. Ah, nice bait. And the punish. That move is so awkward to punish sometimes, too.
Yeah. Unfortunate drop. Sat's hitbox is very small, unfortunately. I wonder if that's tougher on her than it is on other characters.
Yeah, definitely one of those characters can be really weird to combo, and Inf stays alive. Nice H alpha pressure. Hold these orbs, and yeah, 2C will get you out of there. Now Ryder's smelled out the 2C. Gotta get more creative to get out of here now. Never mind.
I almost wonder if Ryder was using orbs like that specifically to get Inf to start pressing 2C there.
Definitely looks like it, right? Like, especially with 2C having been represented so far, Ryder's probably checking you on, like, how much are you going to hold before you let that rip? It's tough to take those kind of risks against this character. Satsuki's got you in the corner. She's got a lead. Oh, messed up the mix-up now. Sometimes you get checked by the overhead. It's tough. Inputs in this game can be so tight, but Ryder's reduces are so clean. One failed reduce and all that, and you still died. Satsuki going crazy if tying up the set. Nice snipe with the 6-2-3. Yeah, that move is so good at catching people who have already spent all of their air options or are just caught between a rock and a hard place at that point.
This character definitely puts the meter to present it a lot too.
Yep. Definitely one of the big differences from C to F is like always having the resource to be able to go for that.
That was a crazy gap though. Oh, there it is.
Yep. 2C again. Alka, wake up. Helping Ryder out of that one a little bit. Nice counter hit, but didn't quite get the pickup. The H Alka corner carry combos look so funny.
She's so cheap.
Right, she's just swinging her legs, walking you to the corner. Ryder again back on set point here. Are Ryder and Icarus both picking color 2 today? Oh, the air tick throw! Haven't seen that in a minute. Great call out by Ryder.
I think Icarus uses the black shirt one, but I don't know. I think all the Alcos use the same colors.
It is a pretty popular one for sure.
Color 7? Good blocks. And putting those Zima reactions on display.
Oh, unfortunate drop though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Alco strike throw behind the orb is so tough. And yeah, at that point, you might as well go for the tech, make your opponent try to punish it in order to kill you because you're probably dead anyways. But you know Ryder's got those.
I'm curious if no tech would have killed there. It looked like a little... I feel like with stats health, maybe not, but definitely it was a hard call to make.
True, but I mean, shout out Inf for getting a game too. If there's one thing we've definitely seen consistently from Inf, it is that Inf has definitely shown that he's able to take games off the top players. Also put Skeleton, Sinania in a tough spot in bracket a while ago. I think a little bit before Frosty Fausting's definitely shown that he can hang with the top players. So good shit. Might see him back on loser side later. We got Grace and Yorha up next. Oh, never mind. I think they started playing already. Yeah, it looks like they just started running it. Is console set available? Maybe we can yoink console Snooki. Let's see. All right, yeah, we're getting console Snooki instead. You know what? I'm hyped to see this one too, though. I have not seen Snooki have to fight console yet. Council has been so dominant in these brackets. I jokingly earlier called Council the midweek overlord because did a fun thing this week where aggregated some stats from top 8 and top 4 performance in the midweek and surprise brackets, all of the normal double elimination brackets that have been run here. And Council has the highest presence in top 8 with 12 top 8 appearances in brackets with at least 20 people on the H lane. Second place is Chase with 11 on the FSOTs. Just someone who is so consistently in these brackets and always killing it. Council's H lane is also tied for midweek wins with Skeleton C Coma. I mean, Skeleton being NA's fine is definitely a really high bar to clear, too.
Yo.
Yo, welcome back. Yeah, I was just mentioning that the Council has been in 12 top 8s in brackets at least 20 people that have been run here. Tied with the Skeleton C Coma for most wins of these brackets. And you know what's crazy is this is midweek 22. This, including 4 surprise brackets, makes for 26 total brackets, and of the ones that had at least 20 people, Skeleton and Council combined make at least 10 of those wins.
Crazy.
It definitely shows the amount of dominance that Council's had in these brackets, but you know, Snooki is not a player who's ever played with fear in his heart. The 2B anti? Crazy low profile anti. Narrowly escaping, but not for long.
It'd be pretty hard to deal with when she's got you in the corner like this. It's like you just trying to get out.
You know, Mari's in this bracket today, but outside of Mari and Council, no one's really playing this character right now. If you don't have the reps against Council, Len is too tricky. It's going to be really tough to fight without those reps.
There's not really a lot of people picking up Len at all, like any of the moons. There used to be more F-subs, I feel like, than aren't anymore.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when I was newer to the game, there were a good handful of people who were messing with that character.
I wonder if Snooki tried to anti-air with 5B there and got caught by that. JC looked like they extended some green somehow.
Definitely. But now it's Snooki's turn running pressure and a good lead too, but Council, yeah, you can almost smell a little bit of the fear coming from Snooki there actually. Didn't look like he was ready to keep pressing that offense against Len 3C.
This lead only means so much if you don't get the next hit, because Len's gonna get all the red health back.
Yup, and it's basically tied here too. Yeah, not even anymore. Nice EX guard. Ooh, spent all the air options. You could have died for that one. It's crazy. I went into this saying Snooki has not played with fear, and we're definitely smelling the fear right now. Landing empty jump there in front of Len. Can't be caught doing that.
Character's definitely a little scary.
Excuse me. Yeah.
People hate on Len, but this character has some of the coolest conversions in the game. What the fuck was that?
Excuse
oh my god.
me? The TK, yeah. EX Flash and TK guy. Is that lab counterplayed? Is that beat? Shion beat?
I don't think would have been real DP.
Right?
That was probably the fake one into 24C.
Yeah. I was definitely EX flash into Gat, and I'm not even surprised we see the perfect after an interaction like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard for Snooki to stay in this after something like that.
Right?
Very dominant round. Oh, but we got the pressure going. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and just like that. A player like Council also exerts that much confidence against you. You've got to really bring yourself back into it like this. Snooki making an effort here, though. Nice check with the gun, but you can't be jumping at Len like that. That catwalk is too small. Whoa, rare Snooki not DPing in the corner here. It does do it on block, and yeah, it looked like Council maybe thought he could punish after that burst, and oh my gosh. Maybe that's a little weird to hit on lane.
Gives us definitely very small. It's crazy catwalk.
Yeah,
looks like it's
catwalk's gonna be really good at navigating around these Shion buttons, and there it is, yeah. When you mentioned that Len has some pretty sick conversions, if anyone has watched the TNS run that Council had, like Council hit like this crazy CMV like combo on Zay near the end of that bracket with like an air ice pulling up on someone. That
Cycle that.
the awareness and mastery that Council has on this character is actually crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to watch a lot of Rakuchan VODs, and that guy always had like whatever like random hit he'd somehow get some like crazy loops off it.
Right? And for like a character like Len that for the most part routes into BC, you would not expect that you actually need that level of awareness for a lot of touches.
Yeah, she has a lot of scuffed like normals and stuff. You gotta be ready. Yo, what's up, Sean?
You know what's funny too is just say a lot of scuffed normals, but like realistically, so much of that is just 5B and 5C being really weird. But
yeah, 5C, it's crazy because that button is like so good, but like it feels so ass at the same time because of like the properties on when you're not to cancel it.
All right, let's see. Do we got players or character select? There we go.
Marissa,
Marissa referring to herself in third person. A Marissa classic.
Classic. 2 cheap characters gonna be on screen.
Facts. Maybe 2 of the cheapest in this bracket. You know what's crazy is FSay is one of the most common characters in top 8s in these brackets. One of the only characters to have 3 reps. No character has 4 reps in a top 8, and FSay is one of the characters tied for.
Well, I assume Alex Skeleton. Who's the third one?
Alex Skeleton, Halo Hector.
Oh, Hector, yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
I've seen Hector on Hime so much, I'd almost forget.
Right?
Just to play the character.
Oh, we are already synced up. Let's go. Oh, Alk already saying Marissa can pick the stage. I love when players will get the chance to explicitly pick a stage and we don't have to go to chat.
I definitely always fight over it. Like if I start holding up, people don't want to click because they don't want to get a bad stage.
Right? Shoutouts to non-chat pickers, by the way.
The stage is fine, but it's definitely nice to see some other ones. Marissa, unfortunately, backing into that.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think of this matchup. These are just yo raw bunker neutral yo chill. I don't know what to think about that play. Double banned characters. We got FSay and HY Lane. Crazy.
That's a nice J. Unfortunately, not gonna pick up the. It seems. I bet those 2-2 loops are pretty tough on line.
Yeah, White Land pretty weird to combo. But not when we're just doing BC, Alk with round 1. Alk, that's one of those things I think makes this character so cool is you get to see so much of Alk's experience and where he chooses to just preemptively throw out the ring and be like, yeah, make a choice. You're not doing anything.
That was really good anti at the 5C there. Oh, and just calling out the mash. FSay 2A is probably one of the best ones in the game, but this is definitely not the place for pressing it. I wonder what the you could call it on 214C there by Marissa, but unfortunately playing HP you can't. Doesn't have too much control over options out of it.
Right, especially when you pick jump shield. Yo, and the shield coming out the wrong way. We're 2 rounds in, and the number of crazy interactions. This is real melty blood, honestly. There's Marissa around. We're really just watching 2 characters who just gotta like move and hit their buttons. Not a lot of frills on this one. As Alk just runs in with the 2A. That's the melty special right there.
If I had that 2A too, I'd be pushing quite a bit.
Facts. Plus on block, 6 frames goes way far.
Oh my god. I think it's a pick up.
Yeah, there's that confirm we saw her looking for earlier against Finisher.
Oh, H-Moon, fortunately. Oh, Marissa gets out, but definitely tough.
Man, that clean little back for the ice too. Oh my gosh, yeah, low guard bar and your H-Moon. You gotta hold this. Oh, Alk doesn't know. Oh, goes for the reset. Nice, game 1 Alk. For those who don't know, if you guard break someone, you can jump cancel and get a jump in starter on any guard break. Had Alk recognized, that probably could have just killed if you got the JC starter. Yeah, Alk being so good at throwing out these rings preemptively to deter that space, going to give White Lan a little bit of trouble. She is not great at approaching, even when she can run like this. I say as Marissa pulls up. Right?
It's a good knockdown.
Yeah, but like if that ring is in your face full screen, like it's a wall. Nice blocks.
Whiffing shield is pretty scary for H-Moon here. I'd say it's not too threatening outside of her command grab, but if you have the guard bar situation, it's not ideal.
Nice run up shield from Alk. I'm getting locked down. Oh, and that guard bar is low. You gotta gamble soon. Nice call out there with the gag. You can hear that shield sound come out for a second too. Yo, chill.
A little ambitious.
I like the idea for sure. Yeah, definitely a good choice of word there and ambitious. Like probably looking for a low counter poke to counter hit though.
Great air throw.
Yeah, just jumping right in there.
His air buttons are pretty good.
I like the little hesitation there, sort of faking out a command throw. Yeah, Marissa's almost using this ice like it's budget F-say wheel, and it's not really panning out. Alk is so ready with the shields, but we're gonna see her have another chance if she can hit the combo, but White Lan combos are too hard.
Yeah, getting the real knockdown is pretty rough. Gotta get the fart to hit a pretty smooth way. Looks like it might be. Oh no, White Lan health is too good, but it's still a pretty tough situation.
Yeah, that command grab, I wonder if we thought we had another lens defensive options. Oh, the double overhead, one more chance at life. Oh, but not if we drop. Alk 2-0.
It might have just been a call out on the potential like dash up 2A from Alk, but unfortunately did not see that.
Yeah, unfortunate all around, but good stuff to Alk. I feel like, again, just one of the ways we really see that character mastery come in is Alk flexing so well how this character just having good frame data. Really good at shutting down H-Moon. Like, Marissa was just put in a bad guard situation so many times there. And, like, what do you do about that?
Not really much other than not with shield. But like it's hard because like sometimes you gotta, especially Marissa. Marissa is a big fan of pressing that button.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I remember when I started, Marissa was notorious for doing air shields, just like meet you in air to air with air shield because she knows you want to press a button.
Yeah, good when it works out, but can lead to situations like that.
Definitely. And I mean, Alk also definitely represented him too, that he was also not afraid to represent shield. Just Marissa's checking you with the ice, and it's like, sure, I'll pull up and just hold shield into it. I'm F Moon. What am I gonna do? Not hold shield? Not hold shield into multi hits as F Moon? Crazy. Great solid play just all around. It's rare that you get to see a matchup like that right now too, because pretty much everyone in this community has been picking good characters, because this game for whatever reason is really competitive. A lot of people just on the grind, really trying to win and get good at this game. It's hard to win if you're not picking a good character right now.
It was crazy walking around pools of CB. I look at each setup and it's like Sass versus like Hime or like Zero and Arc and shit.
Right? There were what, like 4 or 5 C Arcs, multiple C Roas, like 3 or 4 Himes.
Like 2 years ago, you did the same thing. It would have been like H-Rug versus like H-Say or something.
Right? Like, you got 50-50 shot of seeing the matchup we just saw in any set in an offline event. But, like, when was the last time you saw 2 characters like that actually play in bracket? It's been forever.
I might see how Grace does, because I've not really seen her play ever. Definitely going to be tough to deal with Council, though.
Oh, absolutely,
But at least
yeah.
Len health is pretty brittle. Like, a hit like this could be a lot. Even dropping is still 7k, or...
6.5! Damn!
Will be.
All the bus frames. Yep, there's a knowledge check behind the cat. I love Council using the threat of cat moving forward there to force the plus frames. Oh, yo, throw it? You can always shield that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone throw that. Invalid, but you take these. That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. And time to reload.
This character's so cheap. People don't talk enough because no one really plays. Like there's Dalek,
yeah.
And like Grace is here, but like people, I feel like people forget what this character can do once he's gone.
Yeah, because for like 2 years, it's basically you would fight this character if you had to play Dalek.
Yeah, because even Scrod is picking. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Yeah, even Scrod is picking CB Sean instead all the time.
Right, and Scrod is a bracket only player at present, and has been for a bit. Nice blow up on Bunker there. Oh, yo, loops? Okay. 5k of his own here. Nice bait on the heat too. A little hesitation on that.
Unfortunately, not very wide. Well, actually, fortunately, not very wide.
Facts. This character's got one of the best DPs in the game. We don't need to give her a good heat.
Oh, nice pickup. Castle does not want to guess though. Rest in TP. Oh, White Cat messing. Oh, still gets that even with Cat. It's crazy.
Oh, and that dive kick. Yeah, that dive kick is so safe. With Shion dive kick, I always assume it's plus. Oh my gosh, Council with the White Cat shenanigans.
I wonder if she did dive kick there because of the 2D last time. I didn't see a counter hit, but maybe that's what the intention was there. So yeah, probably same jog, other than like the non-F PCLs. You don't really see much.
True, actually yeah.
Even including F, you don't really see them much.
That's true, yeah. FPCL, PCL in general, just a character that takes a lot of work too. But you're definitely right. Like you can name every Shion player that you could potentially fight. Shion oddly popular in casual games, and yeah, you're not getting away with that overhead too many times on console. Nice mash. Console's so good at mixing up if you're gonna go in with the buttons or that air ice. It's not quite gonna kill, but it will off the tech trap.
You kind of got a tech there because like you just dive on no tech anyway at that health percentage.
Right, and Console's already shown that he's gonna do that full OTG. I love that round start. Can't be caught bunkering there. Len's got so many options as she's jumping in on you while she still has her double jump too. You really just gotta respect.
Character's really strong when she gets through the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, pretty strong in general.
Yeah, I mean, you
Look at
see that
JB.
JB, that 8-frame active JB? Also with the perfect answer back, too. It's definitely something you see, too, from these really high-level players that, like, they're just not phased.
Mhm.
Like, damn, player I've never seen before gets a game off me game one, like, whatever.
Oh, wonder what that was supposed to be. Because I assume it's not supposed to be TP. It's a pretty unfortunate job starting off using 5.7k. 2 more of those touches would do it, but I'm not gonna get that every time you get a hit.
Nice pick up there. That 3C link is kind of tough sometimes. And yeah, the lens strike throw. It's so rare you see Council go for the throw right away there. There's a place where heat's gonna work.
Nice call it on the HTC with that heat there.
Yep, this cat is still active. Yup.
And when he loops off it, oh, not quite. So, wow, looks like Grace's input across up there.
Yeah, the loops wouldn't have killed anyways, but one more touch would have, and there we go. Nice use of J2C to force your way in, but that Shion DP is tricky. Yo, that hit on the ground? It's so rare you get to see that happen. Grace must have pulled all the way up, especially with that being a counter hit.
Yeah, it looks like she stuck out green. Probably trying to dash 5A or something.
Yep. Oh my gosh, nice reaction from Council avoiding that DP.
Really tough spot. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, even tougher when Council's walking in your face like that.
It's hard. Len's keep herself at literally any issue in heat there is like, what are you gonna do?
Literally. Ooh, Ryder Alk up next. I'm hyped for this one.
Good shit to Grace though. It was nice to see Sion on stream. As cheap as that character is, gotta see her sometimes.
Ah, for sure. I mean, even that was top 8 winners side too. You know, making top 8 for your first bracket back in a minute. Good shit. Ryder Alk, I'm definitely hyped to see. This is definitely another old blood versus new blood where I feel like Ryder's come up has really happened over the course of the last year or so. Been a top 8 staple, top 8 con, top 8 frosty, 1 TNS, commanding fashion.
Yeah. Whereas Alk has been in these top 8 since, well, not these, but like Alk has been in top 8 since I started playing.
Yeah, I mean, Scrot said during TNS that Alk has played longer than he has. Alk might be the longest running Melty Blood player at present, and it so shows. Like, just absolute mastery and understanding of the game, piloting a very vanilla like character. But like you see it in like the way Alk calls out people's movement with like, I'm gonna jump JA here. I know you're gonna jump into me right here. Or just throwing out the rings like, oh, you're chilling? We got time for this. It feels like it's just in his bones, you know, the knowledge of how much time you have for everything. But Ryder definitely also clearly a student of the game with the H-Alco conversions. Ryder's hit some crazy like EX Rain combos on me before too. Like, definitely getting into the esoteric shit with this character. That was a fast scene.
Yeah.
Damn, this is a bloody bracket. I'm seeing Mega beat Marissa 2-1 to make top 8 on loser side. That's just to make top 8.
It's gotta be a pretty tough matchup for H1.
Oh, for sure.
Chase, unfortunately, not making it.
They're unblockable.
Just runs up and goes.
Yeah, pressing advantage with his EX moves. Nice job from Ryder blocking it out. Yo, shield into orb. How did you know?
Wait.
Oh, got away with that 5A tap on the successful shield there. Ryder doing everything he can to just keep up this momentum here.
Oh, nice to force you to get out of there.
Right, hopping over that Rapukin, great option in this matchup for sure.
Tune 4C is pretty interesting because there's a lot of like setups that work on most of the cast. You gotta like change a little bit to deal with that option.
Right, just being a very unique reversal, and even if people talk about like, oh, it's not good because it's got counterplay, you can shield and react, it definitely has a unique set of things that also just beats.
Yeah, there's definitely times where like you are not like you might have to like not do the setup when she has meter.
Whew, and 5.2k from this character.
People say FC does no damage. I think they just
Lie?
assume this character has to always do 2C.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, yep.
Up and there it is. That's an Akiha classic right there. You
I
hit me
think
with
that
too many
does
times.
less damage than command. Actually, I don't know about for FC. For C at least, that does less damage than just doing a call off command grab.
Yeah, for
wouldn't
FC,
doubt
I
it's
think the
bro.
combo potential is a little too low off the command grab. It's hard to know. You'd have to ask Skelly or someone.
A lot of value off these OTGs.
Oh my gosh, nice
This
run up
is
throw.
already like 70% of Ryder's health.
Right?
Good
And
bunker out
H-Moon
though.
with low meter, how are you going to make this back? 70 seconds though, you got a lot of time to make it happen, but not if you make any mistakes. Out perfect off a clean orb punish. That's that experience too, right? You're looking at Alco there and being like, I'm just far enough, she's going to want to set orb. And the only way you beat it is that clean air dash to get all the way in there.
Oh my god, just
Speaking
run
of
up
clean,
shield.
yo, chill. That run up shield.
I'm kind of curious what Ryder was looking for there by not holding one. Oh, maybe looking to move or something. This is pretty dominant by Elk.
Yeah, this is looking like the Alka reality marble. Like, you're just watching this character who's supposed to just have normal buttons just run it on you, and Alk with a fast 2-0. Oh my gosh. If you blinked, you
Turner
missed
was
that
definitely
round. Like, what?
like FC is like kind of like boring age F Moon. Like it's just as normals, but her normals are like pretty fucking cracked, and her reward is like fine. Like the character is definitely good enough to make shit happen. That 2A alone might be better than some characters in this game.
True. I mean, yeah, that button is pretty good. And Alk in the tournament chat, and like a writer just finishing off saying like, "Damn, GG's," and Alk being like, "Trust me, I was so concentrated." Like, we see it, we see it. That was, I would definitely believe you were locked in for that one. That was crazy. It's like you saw the lines of just like, oh, I can do exactly this here, and it's just like, damn, if I'm writer, I'm gambling too. Like. The momentum, the use of the plus frames there, like FC still just has the F Moon frame data, you know, that 2A being plus on block, generally safe frame data, plus on block 2-2, which we didn't even really see, but like Alk just leveraging the threat of like, what if I press on these minus frames? What if I jump this? What if I throw ring here and just running it?
Hector versus Mega. We got Battle of the White Women coming up. Unless Hector plays FC, but I think they've been mostly on Arc or Hime, I mean.
Yeah, Halo Hector has definitely been focused on the Hime lately. Hector Mega though, let's hope this connection ends up panning out. Anytime I've fought Hector as C-Arc, he's given me a pretty hard time, and like as you pointed out briefly earlier, Hector had to beat the Chase C-Arc to get here. And that was 2-1. It must have been close. Props to Chase. I'm impressed you got a game on Hector there, because Hector's defense against that character is really good. Someone who's really good at leveraging Hime's DP to like just chill, force you to throw, and not be afraid to DP if he gets any sort of read on how you want to run your pressure.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to balance with Hime, because like if you're wrong ever on that character, you might get like 2-touch, but you like gotta present your defensive option sometimes. It's not like she can really jump out like most other characters can.
Right? But also, I mean, you've got that DP, you've got big buttons, and also when you put someone in the corner, they can no longer interact, and that's one of the hard things about playing C-Arc in this matchup. To me, these two characters are two sides of the same coin amongst the top tiers, whereas people say C-Arc plays Melty Blood because even though she, like, kills you, she's got so many options, she has to interact, she's in your face, she's vulnerable to DPs or shield, right? But she also has crazy damage and high health. Hime might have low health and die faster if she gets hit, but she's better at playing the game where she's like, but what if you can't even touch me?
Yeah, I do wonder how strong Hiroki is against Arc though, because a lot of it is like the four-way, but obviously
It's pretty safe. It's pretty safe.
You can't left right Arc.
It generally ends up playing out like a safe jump where like the threat of her just landing and doing something or doing nothing and blocking makes it pretty scary to TP at the same time, just because it's so fast. We'll see. Mega's got Hector in the corner already.
It's kind of tough about him. They won like with like that. Now you're in a situation like this, but
ooh, shot.
Yeah.
Neutral.
You don't want to go back to neutral against this character.
Right, Hector getting caught charging meter a little bit longer than Mega with like.
It'd be hard to balance stuff around meter charges because like the intention is usually just to get them to like do something, but if you commit too hard, then it doesn't really matter.
Nice air and blockable from Hector. You got a lot of arc health to take down within these 20 seconds, so Mega can kind of block that out. Yeah, there it is.
I think one of the harder parts about dealing with Arc, like she has all these crazy options, she has all these crazy rewards, but also you have to hit her like 5 times more than you would like VCon or something.
Yep. Nice call out with the Rekka there.
Unfortunately not getting these.
And throw is a little too risky to go for on the cross of dash. But Hime does not get the mash buttons on it as easily. And there it is, game 1 Mega.
Catching quick PC.
American reset there. Puerto Rican. A little bit of a scramble here. Looks like Hector doesn't have that much confidence in his hits here. Oh, clean JC though. Can we turn this into something?
It's really understandable to not be super confident because like you don't want to fuck up and have to scramble with Arc of all characters. It's probably maybe the best in the game at it.
True.
Hime is not the character you want to scramble with.
True. Yeah, I mean slow normals and everything, but I mean Arc took away the meter and there's the kill. Nice use of the meter break. All it takes is one hit from Arc and she's got all that meter back. Anti-airs. Forming a wall with that pillar here. I like Hector just playing a much more defensive game at this point.
I get going for a lot of air shield. Not really getting much off from.
Oh, tragic drop abates the DP, too high to punish.
Character's too floaty.
Yep. If you were in flight,
Calls out the run.
Ooh, the tech trap though. That's a fast game too to respond back from Hector. Damn, game 3. Arc Hime. I like that no fear, recognizing the drop. Great call out there. That's definitely just one of those situations that shows a matchup, right? Like, ground tech situation off a drop, but he may have the tools to hit from that far. Arc's gotta take a little bit more of a gamble if she wants to get past that range.
Ground tech situations in this game are always a bit of a gamble. Like, it's hard to do one and not go owned a lot of the time.
For sure.
Oh, crazy pick off that trade. Play getting the full confirm though. Still really good spacing from Hector. Interesting, Mega has just been respecting all these, like not even checking if Hector's going to save them.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, honestly, because again, it is tough when Hime's doing flight. There's always that threat if she can just, because she's an F move too, she can land with a button and block, and it's pretty hard to know if she's actually going to be able to work or if you're going to save jump. We played a lot at Fight Kingdom, and I don't think I was right ever on when it was going to be a safe jump or not.
Yeah, pressure is so funny. So much of it is just like, am I gonna do it? Like,
right? It's very much you've got to play the player there. Like the threat is so real, and that is Hector over Mega for this one. 2-1. Good shit to Halo Hector. It's a really substantial win to make it forward in this top 8 here.
Mega definitely pretty strong.
Right, and speaking of strong, 2 players that we've seen on the stream already back for another loser side top 8 match, Snooki and Inf. I'm really hyped to see this one.
Again, I haven't seen Inf play much outside of the last set, so I've not seen these two play ever.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen Snooki play against any of the SAS players, actually.
True, actually. Yeah, I think Snooki, especially being newer, might not have had as many chances to fight like the Onion H Sots or Fane.
Yeah, I mean, Onion doesn't even really play that character much now, to my knowledge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sony and Fang's not playing too much. Yeah. It's really just Chase and, like, I guess now Inf putting work on these characters. Although, like, people like E-Sox are showing up, but it's still mostly these two that are staying consistent.
True. F Shion against Sots, though. Like, we already saw the Inf is very, very willing to let the 5-frame 2C rip the reversals, just rotate all of Satsuki's defensive options very well, but you're fighting against a player like Snooki who's great at leveraging all the different pressure options, which might actually have a hard time dealing with that 2C, but also someone who's not afraid to rip his own DP and EX cancel from it. Just have a crazy time with this character.
I think with Epsilon's damage output, Inf need to be a little bit smarter about their defense, or a little bit more cautious, I should say, but still gotta mash a bit.
True,
It's SAS.
Right, and ultimately, I think it's really going to revolve more around the specific pressure options we see represented too. If Snooki ends up going for some more of that spaced pressure, which could be more vulnerable to 2C, as he might need to commit a little harder to start running a more aggressive pressure.
I definitely suspect Snooki will keep it kind of tight with frame traps and stuff, at least until they know what Inf likes to do, but I could be wrong. Because I definitely wouldn't suspect to just start sending it with 6B and stuff against a character like this who is very good at mashing.
Yep, especially a character who's got a 2-2 that might be able to shoot that gap. Inf has definitely shown the willingness to press the 2-2, including that 2-2C. And even if the 2-2 series for C-Sots is a little bit of a jinx of reversals, massive hitbox. 2-2C can also be really awkward to punish. It's one of those that you have to know how to punish it on your character.
Yeah, you legit gotta open training mode or else you're not gonna deal with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've not opened up training mode and I cannot deal with that. I gotta be honest here. Oh, they forgot to let me know they're on CSS and we might need a second to sync up. While we sync up, though, we got, what, another midweek melting in 15 days? The second midweek melting of the month is always Thursday. That is 2 weeks after the first midweek melting of the month. It's first Wednesday of the month and 15 days later, which might sound a little awkward, but, you know, since it's a weekday event and some people have regularly occurring things on weekdays, if you can't make Wednesday, hopefully you can make Thursday. Same time, just in a couple weeks, so we offset it a little bit. Also later this month, running a little bit more of a casual style event in the matchmaking server. If you hit the play melty command in the stream chat, you'll get a link to joining that server. It's basically a space that's meant to allow people to just casually play the game. You can post IP, not really worry about any of the fluff of what people might be saying, literally just trying to create the experience of basically queuing ranked as you could in current games that have that option. But, you know, trying to host a more casual net play event, get people playing some games, do something that's a little bit of a change of pace from this bracket setting. The day after next midweek, so Friday, June 20th. And outside of that, the only other thing is Melt Your Blood continues next month. Gonna be first Sunday of next month as well. I think that's July 6th. The Ascension Bracket Series for players who are trying to break into that upper echelon of play, which includes Inf here, actually. Inf is definitely represented, that he's able to get games off the top players, but has not yet had that breakout performance like Snicky had this past Combo Breaker.
Definitely crazy how good some of the players are in that, like,
right?
Not quite, like, up their bracket, like, players like Inf, because, like, Inf just want to snail them, like, they're pretty solid. It's just, this game is so competitive right now.
No, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, Inf might actually be too good for that, just from the games he's taken, but, like, everyone who's banned from that has had some sort of a breakout performance. So, gonna see, maybe this is Inf's time.
It's so hard to be in the air against this character. Like, even if she has the restricted options on her animals,
right?
Just 5A, just like, just a pain.
Yeah, and honestly, F Shion is not as good as Sia jumping in. You don't have J2C, you really have dive kick to land on people. Not really a jump in.
I definitely think you'd want to play this more grounded, but it's hard because Sats buttons they're all good.
Yeah, and that was a hell of a Sats round too. Just like you ran that mix and it killed.
Yeah, I don't know about playing up there. Even if it wasn't 5A at that time, I feel like it'll be easier. Oh, nice walk under. It'll be easier for Sats to contest you up there. Just because this character, Epsilon was not exactly like Glenn or something. All this work just for not even 4K. Guess that's help. Too cheap. 6 feet.
Oh,
yep.
That's gonna kill. There we go.
I blocked that one. I'm taking credit for that.
Yeah, Sats is pretty crazy. This is a character I actually recommend a lot to people who are starting off the game. Because if you can just get your basic knockdown going and run your mix, this character's got every tool you could want.
I think
A little bit more
familiar.
reward and the shenanigans than the other normal characters.
I think a lot of people that are more familiar with like gear or something just want to get like their cheap knockdown.
Right, like if you're trying to learn a character, like how do I get my knockdown, how do I earn my Oki, this character's got everything you can want.
Yeah.
Oh, nice catch there. Inf is so good at using that 2-1-4 to catch people's delayed jump outs there. Great way to blow up fuzzy jump. Into the left, right. Yeah, Inf with a pretty commanding game 1.
You've got to be careful up there. Yeah, it's so hard to land against this character. Maybe not confident in scrapping with her like horizontally, but I think it's been working out playing on up there too much.
Damn, perfect move too. Inf on set point, really running this set so far.
Pretty solid damage on her though.
Snooki hanging in there though, and yeah, not reversal works out again. That move is really not a reversal, but it feels like it is so much from how it actually plays out.
Especially against like you're not getting like real meaty situations. It's a lot better.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
5A sniping the dive kick?
even with dive kick is hard to land. And his character is 5A.
Yep. Nice counter hit.
Yo, just person does not want to hold that shit. Respectable. We call it on the air tech, but
yeah, that's a 2-0 for Inf though, and Inf will be advancing to top 4.
I think a hard character to play against.
Right? Speaking of hard characters to play against, we got Grace Halo Hector coming up before we get back to the winner's side of things.
It's really interested to see this one. Just like, I feel like this is a good character showing how committal. Like, Hime is like obviously top 5 for a reason, but she definitely has to be right.
Yes.
And it's pretty hard to stuff Sion a lot of the time. Like, not that Hime doesn't have the tools to do it. You just have to like know, because her dash is really, it's probably one of the best in the game. If it's not her, it's like a Sui.
Right? Like she's so fast at just pulling up into your face with a +1 5A too. Like if she tags you at all at that 5A on the ground, it's her turn now.
Yeah, and that pressure is like, it's really strong against anyone, but Hime especially doesn't have, like, she has the extra jump start up. She has some of the pretty low health. It's gonna be tough unless Hector keeps neutral locked on.
Yeah, and while Hime does have a DP, it's not the most horizontally hitting DP. And Shion's best range where you want to do that is at gun range, where that is probably going to whiff.
If Shion gets one hit and you whiff DP as Hime, that is next round.
Yep. I mean, if Shion gets one hit, it could be next round. It's Hime health, if we're being for real, honestly. Definitely going to be an interesting matchup where Hime is one of those characters I feel like you talk about her on paper and it seems so easy in principle, right? You got guys or you got big normals. Wow, this character just hits you all the time. But if you ever make a mistake, especially against a button like Shion J2C, if that button counter hits you trying to anti-air with a 5B or something, it could be curtains.
Yeah, because like she has all these options, but it's like, you have 5B as an anti-air, which is good. You have DP, which is good, but again, that's a huge commitment. And like there's shield, but that's also pretty big commitment. So you gotta be right as this character to make her feel as strong as she is.
Right. And being right, just like that, right? Being right about stopping someone from pulling up on you exactly like that with the 5A. And Grace having the conversion off that counter hit 5A too. Crazy stuff. A clean 5K already.
It's pretty hard to stuff Sion dash on like any character, honestly.
Right? But I mean, it is also hard to get that conversion. Even especially off of just a tap like 5K or 5A. There's so much to look for as this character. Alright, Hector with a chance to play. Nice stray hit, just taking the easy stuff. And there it is again. Wasn't right, but wasn't wrong this time. Taking it safe. Shion movement so good at kind of cutting the angle around Hime's ground buttons too. Hey,
good catch on him being in there at the 5B.
Yo.
Oh, I wonder. That was supposed to be DP call out of some sort. Seems to be working out anyway though.
Yeah, Hector just caught sleeping a little bit there. Drops around to Grace.
DP. Yeah, that's the thing. Like DP, even if you get it, it's like less than 2K versus if you fuck up, like could be game.
Nice pressure too, but clean EX guards from Grace too.
Under.
Oh, and taking it real quick. I want to make sure we get this meter gone. 145 bar, not the most, but I mean, taking away heat capabilities from a Sea Moon, pretty nice.
Oh, fortunate. Not getting the confirm. Nice 3-2.
Oh, and messed up the combo after a little bit too.
Tough situation.
Too rough or
Nice
something.
shimmy. I don't know if that's what that was. Hector at least thought it was going to throw. Ooh, just coming down with JC.
Right, one of the things that helps this character so much, that JC may be slow, but the pizza cutter is fat. Looking out for that hitbox, and Hector's so good at using that one flying over you too. That is a hard hitbox to look out for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice call on the whip.
Yeah, whip can be so good at anti-ing someone who's being too aggressive looking at you. But Hector just like maintaining that clean space. Nice catch on that movement too. Hector getting a little more aggressive here. DP is gonna work. First time we've seen a DP work out against Hector here.
I mean, first time we've seen, I think, one on defense with Hector so
I
far.
think you're right, yeah. Plus frames, fake plus frames.
Ooh.
Yeah, not getting reset right now. Nice call out.
It can be hard to know when you want to, like, when it finds a sense to be like that. But it's cheap once you got the mental stat going. But if they're mashing anyway, then like you're gonna get smoked.
Right. But, you know, also if you're He-Man, you have a drop like that, just like being able to salvage that is pretty tough. So great reaction to Billy from Hector there. Nice jail. Oh, got tagged in the air with the jail. I love the idea of guns, such a strong option for Shion normally, but Hector knows how to call that out.
Fortunate attack on player. See, I don't think be careful about her spacing. She doesn't really have anything that hits behind her in the air, like Ciel or like Landu. Gotta be pretty careful about your spacing. And it can be hard because this character, Hime, just puts so much shit on the screen.
Yep. The closest thing she has is J2C, but that's mostly because it's all red. Oh, nice heck from Hector. Oh my gosh, how did you know? That's the experience from fighting Dalek, I guess.
I've noticed Hector's been stand teching too. It's just not like they're OS or anything. They just really are reading throw.
Knows. He's really good at reading the throw. Hector does actually have some experience in this matchup. He and Dalek have played a few times in brackets in the past few months. Oh, and again, nice call out with the pillar. Hector getting a lot of mileage off of the pillar tracking. No more bar, doesn't matter. Hector 2-0. This might be Hector's first top 4 too.
Good shit to Grace though for getting Susion up here. Not that the character needs help, but there's not a lot of people playing her.
Yeah, and I mean it's also a tough character to pilot, right? Just hitting those combos, being ready to crouch confirm and hit those loops, even being ready to capitalize when it's invalid still takes a lot. It takes a lot of work.
Even with how cheap her movement is, like her buttons are pretty stubby. You gotta be ready to confirm.
Yeah, definitely
not easy, especially on that play.
Right. Warns you for moving clean for sure. Speaking of clean movement, Council and Alk back up here. I think it's been a minute since I've seen these two play.
Classic though. These guys are always in top 8.
Literally, yeah. I mean, neither of them strangers to this, to being this deep in bracket. And like Council too, as we talk about movement, I feel like low-key one of the scariest things Council does is walk on offense. Like you see that console makes Len walk like look like it's got aura. You know that character walks.
I mean,
up
it
in
is
your
scary.
face. It
Any
really is.
character with the command grab or a combo throw, they just walk. Especially H-Mans. If they're in heat, they just walk at you. Like, what are you gonna do?
Right? Console shimmies look so clean too. It's like so hard to know when he's actually gonna do something.
H-Line pressure, I feel, is pretty interesting. It feels a lot more like, I don't know. It's not as straightforward as a lot of strong characters in this game. I feel like it is strong, but you can't just like walk up and B plus and then do like basic stuff. You gotta get a little
Yeah, the
tricky.
way her like moves are multi-hit and kind of push her out a lot. It's almost like she's an F Moon. The way she runs her pressure, she does a lot of like single normal taps, funny rebeats into jump. She definitely gets the leverage going up in the air against you, making that scary more than a lot of other characters get to do.
Yeah, definitely her. If she makes you block a JC low to the ground, you gotta guess for your life that 5B or that fuzzy.
Yeah, and we know that Council's got a lot of experience trying this fuzzy on Safeku, having played Whisk in so many of these brackets.
He's not too short either.
Oh my gosh, and a backwards JA getting punished? Crazy start. Nice movement here, and gets a chance to pull out the cat. Oh, and gets punished for that shield on cat. Crazy situation all around. I don't even know how you were still facing the wrong way from that.
It's like Hector tried to commit to something else after. Oh my god, almost crazy pickup. Not quite though. Ah, nice kick throw.
Yeah, you
Just waited until the protection ran out.
The no fear arc drive. It doesn't get you out, but gets you out of the corner. Oh, nice bait there. Oh my gosh, how did you block that cross up? Crazy part is I hit cross up too. You see the sprite turned around?
Oh, a weird scramble. Hard to be ready for the low there.
Oh, and it's
Well,
not
mine just
over
jumps
yet.
at you like that is tough.
Dealing with that 2A is also tough. Nice mash from Alk there. Clean counter hit. Spacing around the ring too?
Nice call out on that charge ice. Not quite getting the pickup though. This loops do not look easy on the lens. Saw Alk dropping them against Miss earlier too on white lens. Not the same hitbox though. White lens I think is a little bigger.
Unblockable setup. The JB, JA, usually you only see that off J2C.
Stagger.
Nice heat. Rare blood heat from Alk. Oh, and not even letting him land.
God.
Oh my gosh, that killed. Yeah, I thought that was just to stall out more of the heat time. Nice air unblockable.
Unfortunately. Yeah, Len has a lot cheaty upload to be pretty scary.
Speaking of scary, right? That little safe jump into the fuzzy.
I think Alk got hit by the first JC, but still
Yep.
just comboed. Like
Yeah, the
Alk
fact that
giving up
comboed
on
is crazy.
ship counter there. Or not ship counter, giving up on loops there.
Well,
Respectable.
last save in the J2C.
Nice
Not
mash.
falling for the empty jump. Oh my gosh, and yeah, Council's like, whatever, I'm mashing. I mean, that's a good decision too, honestly. Like, you've messed up. What do you have to lose? You're probably getting punished. You might as well gamble on the mesh. And it was funny, we were talking about this a little bit at Combo Breaker. One of the things you see from a lot of the really strong players too is they make those mashes and decisions like they believe really hard that it's going to work. It's almost like they already know that they get it, you know, have the confidence in that decision.
Nope. Under.
This backdash.
Constantly looking for there.
$50 seconds. Council's got to make something happen, and this counter hit could be the start. Cat and heat. Yeah, again, same situation. Just gets domed by the first JC. There was a reset somewhere in there too. The fast low, tricky to watch for. Just do it again.
I wonder if Alk is looking to shield that again. There's
Could
no
be,
counter hit,
yeah.
maybe.
I mean, it also does look like one of those situations too where Console's really leveraging the difference in timing on the knockdown to make it hard to know when you're going to be able to shield the hit of that cat toss.
Go.
The fact that you can just like TK ice. Nice snipe. A little walks back here. Things that happen, you're fighting a character you can just pull up with plus on block buttons. Oh my gosh.
Nope. Pretty tricky situation.
A rare roll from Council there too. Oh my gosh, had the unblockable opportunity and just hops over the shield counter, the J9 actually. You know what's crazy is that was like a practice situation too. Maybe even from fighting Whisk on the HSA shield counters too, knowing that you're about to go over that instead of jumping back to block like so many do. Hey, yo, you just said earlier we don't see much of the other PCs. This is the first time I've seen Alk pull out another character.
I wonder.
Excuse me.
Alk has. I've never. I think I've seen Alk play H-Roa before, but I've not seen this character ever.
Right?
Or, well, I'll play this character ever.
I mean, this is a rare character just in general, but I'm here for it.
I can really only think of like Max, who doesn't even play this character all the time. Like there was some before, but not really anymore.
Yep. Yeah, Beatrice still plays this character. What is it? Tommy Tamsworth has messed with the character a little bit. Was a newer player trying her out a little. Oh, Catwalk is definitely going to be a threat against PCL though.
Ooh, Nick J. Sarah definitely might have a hard time in neutral. It's when if Elk gets a hit though. Really strong
True.
situation.
But I mean, you're running out of time to get that hit.
There's time on the clock if. Oh,
Yo, crazy.
what a throw! He still is short as fuck. It's probably a little tough to fuzzier, but I know Council probably has those anyway.
Yo, Alpha.
Still definitely a lot more demanding execution-wise than fuzzy, say. For sure. Oh, just bunkers out of there. Oh.
Yeah, no fear.
Looks like this pick is kind of working.
Yeah. The
Not
lightning
quite.
is definitely going to
Yeah,
give
though.
Len a little bit harder of a time, even if it's also a little slow like Safe Ku's rings. Len's weakness is that she's not the best at approaching. Ice helps a little bit with that.
Oh, tough situation. Oh, good mash.
Oh, and this could go to time. Council needs a hit, and there it is!
Good
Damn,
sounds.
Council cleaning that one up. First
Alpha.
time I've seen someone make Alk swap, saying worth a shot with PCL. It definitely was. That was hype. We get to see more of the Alk HPCL. Like, I mean, that character's got some real shit in her kit.
He's cool. Like defense on that character is hard as fuck, but once you get the ball rolling, it's like left right into 5K into another left right if they don't die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Council even saying in the chat after that like they've played a ton, so Alk acknowledging that Council knows FSA way too well, and it definitely shows. FSA, you know, like as much as Alk leverages her whole kit very well, it's still a character who's not like enforcing something that kills you. Inf out here in the tournament chat saying gotta avenge the melty land bros as Hector is out here killing the land players, send Mega out of the bracket. Who else did Hector beat? Oh, I guess it was really just Mega. Also beat Rayon earlier. Wesblood didn't make top 8 this time either. Hector Inf though. Another coast to coast set. C Sots against F Hime though. Yeah, Inf is not actually a LAN player himself, but is LAN adjacent. Mentioning in the tournament chat that he hangs out with the LAN people a lot. After saying every one of his matches was coast to coast. This is so sad actually. I'm looking at the bracket and like, damn, you're right. That's pretty unfortunate. At least you got to fight Rump. That wasn't coast to coast. But wow, it was really Rump and then East Coast slash PR for the entire bracket. My bad, Hector.
Curse of West Coast.
True, but the blessing of Fime and EX Pillar. No wonder we've seen Hector get so much good use out of the EX Pillar. Just being like, I need to hit you right now.
It's gonna be a matchup that shows like both the strengths and weaknesses of Hime pretty well. I feel like South's neutral is a little like her buttons are crazy, but her movement's not like super fucked up compared to other characters of similar strength.
Right, and like she does have to just get herself in there in the range where those buttons are gonna hit, or she's got to gamble on one of those metered options like a 236 or a 623C. And realistically, as big as those are, as easy as it is to meme on 623C, they're gambles. Yeah, unfortunately, Ryder had to drop out of bracket. Shout out to Ryder though for pulling up, always keeping the brackets competitive. Hope you're doing all right.
Shout out Boston.
Facts.
Each episode coming up soon. I don't know. Looks like we got Ryder, Gaku, the Boston usuals, and a few others. I think Chase is pulling up.
Yeah, register for Boston. You're able to go. I unfortunately will most like 99% chance I'm not making it, but hope that's a sick event. If you want to link the registration track, I can probably find it. Already a Satsuki start.
Funny, Inf saying all Outgoes, Neros, and now Hime. It's so fucked up. It's just the state of Melty now.
It really is. It's so funny because like 2 years ago or so when I started, people were like, "Oh, Melty would be such a different game if people pick good characters." And, you know, we are in that time. People are picking these good characters. Look at these characters on screen right now. Look at that. You're still on Sasuke and you're eating a 4K from Hime? Into mix. Yep.
That was a 2-2 attempt at some start.
Yeah, definitely. From the sound, for sure.
Yeah, Jog, it's fucked up. All the Nears are gone now. All the Nias are gone now, except like Ye and Alps split.
Well, Nanias, yeah, Nanias are on the rise again, too. Malthusius has been playing H Nania, new player. Fahani grinding that C Nania. There's a Nania revival happening, and the only narrow revival is Rump.
Yeah, it really is just Rump. Wim shows up sometimes. I don't know if Wim is even still on here though, actually.
He's been playing again. I don't know if he's on that character, but yeah, he did play in Melt Your Blood. Reversal, not reversal, succeeds somehow again as though it is an actual reversal. How does it keep doing it? You know that punish too because this is an F moon she can land and block.
Oh. This is a crazy defensive option.
Right? I like forget that she has all these options.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous that she does. She has like a weird routing with it too. I don't really see it much.
Right.
I mean, I don't think you need it to pilot this character properly, but really high ceiling.
For sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, especially when you can just get that knockdown, just jump over them, and it's a real mix-up. Inf game 1, and this is the last versus 2 of bracket. There's only 1 game left for Inf to win if he wants to take this. See if Inf will follow through on avenging the land homies.
Pretty scary situation for Hector. Good blocks though. You know, the situation you want to be in this him. Yep, man, that 5A.
Yup.
Really hard to navigate around. Even on him, once you're like, I feel like any character once you're in an annoying situation in the air, you gotta land. This character just keeps you locked down so low.
Yep. Look at that actor applying so much pressure with these 2Cs, but that's not doing chip, and you may have 50 seconds, but you gotta get a hit.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's like you try to throw and you are wrong. It's just game.
Yep. Oh, but that guard bar is getting low. Might not even matter. Could this kill with meter? I think it will.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Don't even need it. He may help. It's Inf on set point.
Walk up throw. Let him know. Oh, good shimmy.
Ooh, I love the idea of shield, but now we're in a scramble, and Hime does not win those.
Good walk under.
Oh, and clean frame trap, too.
Makes. Oh, maybe just a bait on that shield. Ah, that tech is pretty scary. Oh, good blocks again, though, back there. Chasing down that 2C, or not, chasing down that walk back 2C.
Yeah, Satsuki's dream's looking mighty chaseable right now. And the command grab, first time we've seen that from Inf all night, and that gives him the win over Hector. 2-0, Melty Land avenged.
Yeah, hard option to deal with if you don't see it much. I think one of those things is cheap if you just pull it out sometimes.
Right? Melty Land avenged only to go and fight another Melty Land player.
Is this the farthest Inf has gotten on one of these so far?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Inf I don't think has made a top 4 yet. But here he is in top 3 of this bracket.
It's going to be hard to deal with Alk, though. I know Alk has seen a lot of stats in his time playing this game.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
I've heard
probably
before
seen a
I
lot of
played, this character used to be really common, but
Ooh, okay.
I don't know how true that is. Regardless, Alk has been around. This character, there's so much footage of stats from like Japan. Like
Yeah,
even
like
if
everywhere.
not for all the stats here is, it's just so easy to find what this character does.
Right?
Doesn't make it not cheap though. This character's fucked up, but Alk is gonna be ready.
I mean, Alk did say too when he was hovering Satsuki before the set earlier against Council that he was shouting out a homie. So I don't know, maybe he's played a lot against Sats, and it was a C Sats that he was hovering. I'm not sure if that's a reference for a specific player. But yeah, I mean, Satsuki is definitely deeply ingrained in the history of Melty Blood. I would not be surprised if Alk is pretty familiar with fighting this character.
You definitely gotta be to get consistent in A.
Right? Yeah, the shout out on the CSATs again, hovering the same character.
I'm not too familiar with land players. I don't know.
Me neither. I think you said Pala in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if that's a tag for a player. But anyways, I love seeing people do the shout outs on character select. Oh, and Alk knowing that we're synced up. How did you know? How did you time that? How did you go
Showing
to
that
your
experience,
characters?
even
Right?
before we end the game.
Literally winning the mental battle already, just flexing like, yeah, it's about that time. Outguessed right, and the set hasn't even started. How do you compete with that?
Let's go. You're doing a pretty good job dodging choke so far this event. I don't think we've seen it at all.
Yeah, Satsuki Nation going real strong and picking up the torch after swapping from F Baki to this character, by the way.
That's definitely a lot more forgiving, I feel.
Definitely. Even just having the health.
Staying on that. Oh, just punish
Yup.
ring.
I like that.
Showing
you know,
that experience.
Right? Like, I don't know if that pro rate slot, but at least it's reliable.
It probably does, but it seems a lot safer than trying to get something better. It's not like this character does. Like, she does okay damage, but it's not, like, crazy anyway.
Right? Like, I feel like I'd rather do something like that and guarantee that I'm gonna punish than, like, risk messing it up.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by Sats ever in any situation.
Speaking of that, you might not even want to block shots. 2 and 4 and I'm pressing anyways full combo, and you might hold a mix-up right now.
Yep, 2 and 4 down. Oh, 63.
Oh my gosh, great reaction. Yo, what a call out.
Inf showing his youth.
For real, the Zoomer reactions? Let's go. Zoomer power buff for real.
People meme on the FCA mix, but it definitely can get you sometimes. Especially, I'm sure Inf hasn't fought this character too much. Like, I know Hector used to play her, and like there's Alp, but like that's kind of it
Right?
for FCA experience.
Skelly played this character for a time, but it's
Oh, yeah,
pretty
that's
on and
true.
off as a secondary.
Even Skeleton didn't go for the mix too much, though, to my knowledge. I think she much prefers to just go after like this, get the damage.
Yeah, just like play solid.
Character's definitely very good at doing that.
Clean EX cancel. Rare case of that move actually working out so well.
Oh, good shield. Just ready.
Yeah, definitely familiar with fighting this character. Looks very ready for the options Satsuki can represent.
Wonder if Inf is looking to 63 that one as well and just can get that fast enough.
Oh,
good
nice
shield.
shield reaction again. Only person we've seen represent that so far. Oh, and the loops. Okay. Oh, nice counter hit. There's that patience.
Fortune not quite getting pick up, but oh, just runs past TTB.
Yeah, cross up dash info and just lining up with that. Perfect. Nice empty low.
Let's see what's next.
Oh, whoa. I want to say that was the 6-2-3.
I don't know.
Oh, it worked out.
Maybe Alec knew.
Right? With someone who's this experienced, like, I'll believe it.
Especially, you don't see 63 see that much on defense.
Right. Nor do you see the 2-3-6.
That's,
Who
I mean,
knows
that's
if
true.
we'll see defense much more in this round. Inf is about to clean this one up. Oh, not if we drop.
Yeah, but that
Alright.
5 is too good for catching that tick situation.
True, and CSOT's definitely got that meter to make that easy conversion.
Wonder what was going on there.
Yeah, dollar store makes up.
Oh, look at the guard bar.
Right? I love that extra jump there, noticing the guard bar, just trying to apply anything extra on block, and you're about to get this guard crush!
I definitely I've noticed FC's guard bar damage a lot more in this bracket that I have before. Like, I don't know, just because Inf is not carrying too much and Marissa was whiffing shield, but definitely putting a lot of damage onto that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of it is Alk just being so good at resetting pressure on this character, leveraging this character's plus frames, and going for those callouts on Ring that reinforces pressure in a way that's pretty hard on this character because it's so committal. See if he gets a chance to run pressure though. If cooking has not been hit this round. With a stone hat technique.
True. Oh, nice call out. Oh, never mind. I take that back. The X stands full.
Nice tap, and wow, it was looking like Imp's game for most of the round. Alk in the lead now?
Oh, looks like R-bar.
Yep.
Gotta do something soon. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Can always use guard, but Imp doesn't seem too confident doing that. I know it might be a little tough against Alk, considering how much he's managing to vary up his pressure.
Yup, I mean, Imp definitely seemed confident in that last hit there, whereas Alk went for the shield and had the right call out and just sad shield counter moment.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and the call out! That's crazy. We haven't even seen Alk represent much shield counter, or not, excuse me, command throw in this bracket at all so far.
You don't need to do too much if people are pressing. Or if they just are afraid of moving.
Oh, nice call out on the ground dash. I love that delayed air dash. Nice patience.
5A definitely cheap, but won't save you from everything. Oh.
I mean, it'll get you through that, that's for sure.
I almost wonder if that was supposed to be calling out a... That move is so garbage.
Yeah, that might be... Reversal might not be the best, to say the very least.
At least, like, because you normally will throw it if you see her do it, and Sat's throw is pretty awful. Absolutely. One of the few weaknesses this character has.
Oh my gosh, that was cross up! Nice blocks.
Oh.
Clean jump out. I love that.
Yeah, I was looking for a walk under there. I'm surprised this 5A just went clean.
Right? Especially with socks. These kills though. Never mind. Off the OTG?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be a hard call to make in this situation. It's like, if they do this whole string, I might die, but also, if I tech, then it'll be free if they're waiting for it.
And you, like, very rarely see Satsu even go for that situation, because usually she can just get mixed.
Yeah.
There again, the reaction from Malk, and the combo off the ring! Crazy reaction to the spacing. Alright, checking in on these jumps now, being like, good, he knows.
I think you're definitely much better in that situation than just as reversal.
Oh, clean reaction from Inf on that 2-2. Facts. The FSA is looking pretty footsies right now.
FSA 2V is kind of cheap. These characters' buns are so good, just in general.
They really are, but I mean, she's got to lean on them, and Alk is definitely putting them to work. Nice JC for that win. I feel like it's a really special thing you see in this game from players who have that much experience, how good they are just like using buttons. You know what I mean? Like that's the core of this game right now. It's just moving and pressing those buttons. In the right spots at the right times.
Oh, good mix.
Whoa, fighting in classic.
I feel like we haven't been seeing the same side low that much this set so far. Mostly been, I feel like, same side higher, just cross up.
True, yeah. I don't think we've seen that much same side low from Youth in general. Here we are, Youth with the perfect, trying to stay alive.
Ooh, that's mix. Although, I can fold them down anyway.
Expect that one to hit. Dialed that in. Oh, nice cross-up tech trap.
So that's unfortunately small. It can be a little annoying to get right on there, but it was still a really good catch on that tech.
Sats JA. You know, we've talked a lot about 5A, but can we talk about the Sats JA too?
But it's It's ridiculous.
For real, hits
See
so
all of her
far
buttons
out,
there.
right? Covers an angle that's so much like those good F moon JAs. As I say it, it's the F moon going up on set point. Oh, nice retreating JC. Yeah, definitely looks a little bit too weird to combo off at that angle. But Alk just calling off all the spots where Imp wants to attack or move. Yeah, keeping him in check on these, and those are unblockable.
Fortunately, no pickup, but still a fine situation for Alk.
Oh, and checks the jump out. Alk really
Look
looking
at that guard
for those
bar.
jump outs.
Oh,
I like Inf just getting hit there. Avoid a little bit more guard bar damage, avoiding air unblockable.
yeah. I think they're definitely. I wonder if they're thinking about ACR too much. No. I saw him get hit there again, too, but before they wouldn't even gone for it.
Yeah, I mean, after you get guard crushed a couple times, it really makes you think.
Really good situation for Inferior, though. Not quite getting the 2C properly. Oh!
Still a good situation. There's the kill. When you've got that 5A, you know, like, really one of the things that makes having those A normals, both the 5A and the JA, so good, is that when you've got someone in the corner, you can mess up, a lot of things can happen, but if you're reacting to the situation, you've got a great fast check to try and salvage things.
Oh, box. But, pretty weird scramble afterwards.
Nice feint there, Alk not biting though.
Good punish on that. Fortunately, no conversion, but
Yeah, and I like Inf just
Jeez,
challenging there
okay.
too, like on those awkward hits, just being like, you better have this conversion.
is that seems like high again.
Nice reaction, even after Inf started to represent these feints. I'm gonna take throw again. IH not gonna do too much for you though. Oh my gosh, and 5A getting out of the ring?
Yeah.
What?
I think going for that edge is fine though, because Alk doesn't seem too dependent on playing around that.
Definitely,
other
but
F
having
players.
that EX cancel has been a good option. So you've got to build up meter to get back there now.
Yeah, it's still be nice. It's just like less of a problem than it might be on some other players.
Trying to check the space, see how Inf wants to move and approach.
That
Not enough
5A.
space to lock down.
Oh, good spacing around that. I'm sure Alk was looking for that.
Yup, and unfortunately no punish there. Well, Inf about to take the lead. Satsuki Nation in the chat are looking for the power up for Inf. Might be working out. Another mix up.
Yep.
Nice shield though.
Okay, yeah, Inf, like, they went low, I think that low that one time. But these mix-up situations have mostly been 50-50s between safe set high and crossbow.
True. But a 50-50 still a 50-50.
I mean, yeah, it's still cheap.
Oh, speaking of that shield. Shield into 2C. Great call out at
Fortune
that
dog.
range too. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Wow, this game is moving too fast.
Oh, yeah, nice
IH
edge.
seals the deal. There's no way to come back from that. Final game, final round, losers finals. FCC Sods. Nice
Nice
reaction.
reactions.
Oh my gosh, and the call out with the J9JC clean defense.
Alk has been really good at, like, not only jumping out of situations, but, like, doing it in a way that will get him a punish on whatever he's reading. Whereas, like, a lot of players, I feel like, would just, like, get out of there. Alk
that's
knows
gonna
he can get
punish him
more.
2-4 and trap that. Big chance for him.
Oh, there's that same low.
And meter cross up low. One more
I don't
chance,
think
I
this is
think.
quite it. Let's see one more, yeah. Although,
That's
yeah,
nice.
one more. Oh, looks like we fucked up.
mix. Yeah. Good chance for
That
Alk.
was a very bold charge. What's the mix? Oh, it just takes corner, that's valid.
Ooh, nice
Ooh.
punish on the landing. And that's going to lose to that. And a chance to kill though.
It's not looking right there, unfortunately. Really,
Crazy scramble and the late JC. Elk staying solid with the late
Good shit,
JC
dog.
to win it. Oh my gosh, crazy tight
Definitely
set.
a pretty tough situation to respond appropriately too.
For real. Wow. Shout outs in for making that set crazy competitive. Definitely
Yeah, that was
proved
very
yourself
close.
in that one. That's definitely one of those where it's like Alk created a scramble situation. It's like he's going to gamble. Are you going to respond correctly? He's making the situation where he's taking a risk, but you better be taking the right risk in response or it could happen to you. You
Yeah,
just didn't respond in time.
that's pretty tough, especially in a situation like that where it's the last game, like last round. Like it's hard to stay composed like that, especially in not having been in these situations too much. Like
Right?
they did win Salem the other day, but like this is the farthest they've gone in this bracket at least. I don't know their back other game or if there is much. I know they're young.
Yeah,
I know
I
Alk
don't think there's
definitely.
too much bracket history before recent times, and also like this is a much more stacked bracket than a lot of the Snelldoms have been.
Yeah,
Pretty loaded
yeah,
top
Alk
eight.
definitely has a lot more experience being in these situations.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like those are the kind of times that you see that's I don't want to say like coming of age, but a sort of equivalent, right? Like where you have to prove yourself a little bit in bracket because you're fighting with someone with that experience who's just going to check you on that situation. Like, are you
Mhm.
going to be locked in enough when the pressure is on to handle this scramble correctly? Yes or no? You know?
What did you play before Inf?
Wait, is
Saying
Inf
that the
infinitum? That
in
makes so much
chat.
sense.
I assume that's Inf.
I think you're
Oh, they
right.
got a
Yeah.
different number in the name than the tag. It's fucked
Right?
up.
I mean, you've been making it pretty consistently far in the bracket in these brackets at least. You've been a top 8 staple as of recent since the Satsuki pickup. Guilty Gear, yeah,
Showing what
Guilty Gear the
picking
swap to
up
Satsuki
stats can do
points,
for you as a player.
right? But I mean, it makes sense too, especially if you're used to like the flow of Guilty Gear, where it's like you get your hit, you run your shit, you RPS around whatever your shit could possibly be. Like she's definitely following a similar game flow to like Guilty Gear, where
I
it's
was
built
saying
around
earlier,
getting a
like
knockdown.
I feel like gear players coming into this game would like that character a lot.
Definitely,
Inf is
definitely.
young, maybe they mean strive, but like if you're playing plus R and Exer, playing like Millie or something, you're gonna maybe be interested in a character like Sats.
Yeah, I mean,
She's
there's
probably
a
the
native
best.
who played at LP some years ago, played at Frosty this year, who's also a
Oh
plus
yeah,
R player and plays CSOTs as well. That guy plays plus R pot though, I think.
yeah, like
Pot to
cheap
Sats
ass
is probably one.
character.
X.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I feel like Sats is probably the best, or at least the one you point to when people are like, I want looping cheap mix-ups, like because there's like Kohaku, but it's not quite like her shit's cheap, of course,
Right.
but
But
Sats
it's
might
not as
be
it's
might
not
feel more
really as
familiar.
yeah, I think like really even Kohaku's strengths are more in her like non-interactivity during pressure than just running mix all the time. Because left rights are weaker than high lows in this game due to shield existing.
She does have high-low stuff with plant and like she's fuzzies with the C2A and stuff, but yeah, it's definitely not as straightforward as just running the 3.5 way on Sats.
Right. Oh, Eno. Okay, so you're still high-lowing people. Yeah, that makes
Cheap
sense.
ass character in Exerd.
Right? Because really, there's not a lot of characters in this game who get to run a flow of I'm gonna hit you, get my knockdown, run some shit. That's not very common.
Yeah, it's just like Sats, FWara, like Sisei could do it, but she doesn't have Exerd. Like she just got
Right.
like Boomer Mix.
Hey, yo, speaking of Boomer Mix, we're just pulling up with a charge 236A in your face.
Council taking advantage of that respect there.
For real.
Ooh, nice
On the
fuzzy.
fuzzy. Also, props to Alk. Alk is like one of the only players I've seen ask for advice mid-bracket like that too. And also gave some helpful tips. Alk said in the tournament chat that if he got the chance to run it back, he's going to try and apply it. But Council busting out new shit already. Like, what was that round? Double spin on your wake up. Like, chill, my guy. Double
Just
spin
me
on
so
you.
far, I feel like Council's pretty dominant neutral.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
mean,
hard to deal with Icicle and all these buttons.
and the movement. Council's so good at, again, varying if he's going to keep the pressure up with those buttons or, like, rebeat and walk in your face like that.
Yeah, pressure, I mentioned earlier, it's I think it's really interesting. I feel like compared to a lot of CRH moves, a lot of using 5-6A in weird ways. And then, like, either resetting with, like, cat set or, like, high D.
Definitely a pretty involved reset there, but the command grab out is going to do it. That JA is so tricky.
Oh, nice catwalk under.
The stone cat technique. Definitely feels like Alka's taking more risks to pressure Council into taking more risks. But I mean, Council's taking a lot of different options in here. It's hard to keep up, even as a spectator.
Nice. Calling out the shield counter. Position.
Oh, and use the TK Ice to steal corner.
Oh, crazy confirm up ice.
Yeah, Council is so on top of those.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's...
the whip, JC? How do you... There's no reacting with that. You gotta know. Even more varied pressure resets. The low falling air ice. Council's too crafty with it. Okay, Alk challenging, being like, oh! The little air dodge come out for a moment too. You tried, you tried.
Good awareness by okay.
Yep.
Got attack. Yeah, you got attack there.
Yeah, Council, look, again, just like all these top players are not phased by anything. They cannot get put into the vortex.
Oh. That's crazy.
Tap there. Forces plus frames, I love it.
Oh,
mid-screen fuzzy? Excuse me?
Be so hard because any of these like low JCs can be 50.
Executing fuzzy mid-screen is hard, though. Damn, I can't believe Council hit that shit.
Say is pretty tall, at least I think.
True,
Or at least not. She's not small at the very minimum.
Right. Council's playing at 100 miles per hour right now. Oh, nice call out by Alk, though. Those JAs when he does best.
Oh.
Oh, and the conversion off the counter hit. Creative option. H-Moon shield just turns into F-Moon shield when you shield a projectile. Excuse me?
Little scuff there. I wonder if there is some bombo there, if that was supposed to just be ice.
Right? Gotta ask Council after, and I don't know, we might have the chance soon. Council's running away with this one. That's crazy that Council was like, yeah, you gotta make me start taking risks on my pressure. And Council's just doing everything. Like, every move in Len's kit. Nice mash.
Oh, Casey trade. Gosh.
Smash out there to knock at the air ice, and that is punishable, but so are you, and that's a Council dub.
Council dominating this grand finals. Cheap character, but showing a lot of strength in that pressure.
For real. Showing, like, everything that this character has to offer, too. Great stuff to Council. That's, like, the full H-Line experience for real, for real.
It's hard to deal with this character when she's piloted like that well.
Right? I mean, yeah, Council with his sixth midweek melting. And, like, speaking of being piloted well, I mean, he's got 6 wins under his belt for a reason. Crazy work tonight. Did Council drop a game? Council dropped 1 game to Grace, and that was it. The entire bracket. Good shit overall. Also, good shit to Alex for pulling out that win over Inf and even putting up a fight, keeping up a little bit with all of the adaptations that Council made. Like, literally just everything that Len could possibly do came out that set. But that is going to be it for Midweek Melting 22, first one of June. The next one will be in 15 days, Thursday, June 19th. Look out for that in a couple weeks. There's already a sign up page up in the tournament server. If you're in here, go ahead and use the Play Melty or Midweek commands in the tournament chat if you want to grab the links to those. Also coming up is at the day after that next Midweek Melting, going to be hosting the Chonida Fights event in the matchmaking server. Basically just going to be arcade style, hang out on a call, run some sets. I'll treat it sort of like the arcade where stream will be on of matches, no mic, just gonna showcase some gameplay and get some games going for whoever's around. So if you want to just have a space to play some Melty and hang out, I'll pull up for that in a couple weeks. Other than that is going to be Melt Your Blood 2, Sunday, July 6th at 6 p.m. Central Time, so 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. If there's enough people, like I kind of pick the times arbitrarily as they work for me, so if there's enough people who it would benefit to shift the time a little bit, just shoot me a DM or something. Let me know. We can see if there's enough room to move things around a little bit. But that is going to be it for events coming up. I don't know. Anything you want to say, Rock?
I really, honestly, feel like it was pretty
Same.
good bracket. I'm looking forward to seeing how players improve going forward.
Hype, yeah, and people have definitely been improving. Huge breakout performance from Inf tonight. Good shit overall, and see you next time.